Swag. I'm rolling up some weed.
Velasco.
My name is Mike, and I am rolling weed.
As promised, last time I did go ahead and I did look up Kevin Samuels.
About time.
And it was an interesting thing to look at.
What'd you think?
Well, I think it's a bit early to make I don't want to make a judgment on the guy because, well, for two reasons. I don't know the guy. And what I saw was a 30-minute clip, more or less.
Wait, what did you even... How many clips would you say you saw?
I'd say I saw... One of them was a compilation of, like, his biggest roast of people, which is not... you're not going to get a...
See, that's the thing. I feel like people...
No, but then that was the first one I saw. The second one I saw was a conversation that he had with 3 women. Okay. And in that conversation, they ended up getting very defensive towards the end, and it makes sense that people. I mean, that's what the vast majority of people are gonna do. I mean, most of the people he has on eventually get defensive. Yeah, that's a natural reaction. But keep on. What did you see? I saw a bunch of. What are your thoughts, first of all? What are your thoughts on Kevin? Well, I mean, there were some things where I thought that, like, the dude is being unnecessarily harsh in his approach, right? So he's telling people things in a way where they're not going to be receptive to it. Now, I don't know what his goal is, right? He's an image consultant, I told you. But what the fuck does that even mean? He's helping people, pretty much people that need help. Is he like a life coach or some shit? Is that what it is? In a way. An image consultant. He consults someone's image. So he's there to, like, help someone present themselves in a way that's gonna help them achieve their social goals or something like that. Not social, more of dating. He's more of like social. Fucking is social. It's a 2-person activity. Beating the meat. Now that's not social. Okay. That's a different thing. No, we got to put that out there. I mean, that's an important distinction. Shit. But what did I think? I mean, but yeah, he really just sticks to mostly dating between, I think that makes sense because, like, dating is something that people get really charged up about. They got some serious feelings. Most people feel entitled to, like, wanting. Go ahead. I'm not even gonna go ahead. Tell me your thoughts. I think. Look, there were some things where I agreed with him on that he said. Like. Some of the things that he talked about the amount of options that some people have compared to others. Right? Man, Mark is going ham. Some people got a lot of options because of their status, right? Mark is a cat, by the way. Go on, keep on. Mark is a cat. Yeah, he's a cat that's... He gets violent often. We got a cat in one of our friends' house. We need to tame that pussy is what we got to do. He's really aggressive, man. Put that pussy in its spot. Pussy hates getting wet. But keep on, dog. I'm sorry. It's like Ben Shapiro's whatnot. Whoa. I kid, Ben. But no. When it comes to this guy, I mean, look, I did get a bunch of quotes from him. Oh God. Right? Actually, it's not even that many quotes, right? Just to give some opinions that were stated during this conversation that he had. Go ahead. With women, right? So I'm gonna start with the first Kevin Samuels quote. Gotcha. And the first quote says, "Men don't care about fair, or else we wouldn't conquer other people." Right? Is he wrong? Well, I want to see what do you think that means, though? Say it again. Men aren't fair. Men don't care about being fair. About fair, or else we wouldn't conquer other people. Shit, he's talking about some, like, dictator shit. He's thinking. And I just hit some fucking thing behind me. He's thinking about some sort of general nature of men, like how men are. Usually, he says that because men. He usually is like he tells people like, "Hey guys, like men and women are not the same." And this and that we're not equal. Things aren't fair. That's just how life is. That's kind of what he was probably implying to the female. Well, when he did provide some context though, like he was sort of adding. He's always like, "Man, we built this. We built the earth. We did this. We did that." Yeah, but who the fuck is we? Men, us men. Who's we? Like, I'm not one of the like we're not those guys. That was a bunch of people. But if we lived in those times, we'd be those men. Would we? Or would we just be the drunkards that work for them? Like who? I mean, he acknowledges, right, there's different levels of men, is what he says. Sort of like he puts it, like there's a hierarchy, which is true.
High value man, low value man, regular people, average Joe Schmoes.
And the two variables that seem to stick out, or at least the main variable, which is actually true, is status. And financial status is the one that seems to pop up the most.
Number one.
In terms of men. In terms of women.
Men with money got options.
Men with money got options. But options in terms of what? In terms of just sex or in terms of marriage? You know, because that's one thing.
Both.
They have easier time. They have an easier time getting laid, probably.
And they have more options for women that are trying to marry them, bro.
Oh, they definitely have more options for that.
Because they're rich.
They definitely have more options for that.
What chick doesn't want a rich man?
On the other hand, they might have more options, but it's not like the dude who looks like shit or whatever. He can get laid. He can have a bunch of chicks that he fucks. It doesn't. See, that's a thing that seems to me like an illusion.
Yeah, but nowadays with Instagram and social media and all that shit, it definitely holds a different value. Like, Instagram is the dating app now. So like,
but I feel like that's a general excuse to say like, oh, it's because he doesn't have money. That's why it's hard for him to get laid. Like,
but it's true though.
No, it's not true. I mean,
you can get laid. You can get laid without having money. No shit, anybody could.
Yes,
it's extremely possible.
He's not saying that. You can fuck a lot.
He's not saying that
without having any money.
He's not saying that.
You can get married to a good woman without any money.
Everything you're saying is right. Everything you're saying is right. He's just saying it's more likely that it's not gonna happen.
That's true.
And it's true. It's sadly, it's sad, but it's true.
That's true.
If you don't have any money, if you don't have any funds...
Look, women are concerned about status in the same way that men are concerned about the way a woman looks.
Number one thing, which is what he always refers to. Always. You know what he literally always asks? Oh, what's your dress size? How much do you weigh?
Mm-hmm. For men or women?
How many kids do you have? Women. Mm-hmm. Those are like the top 5 things. I forgot what else. He actually
what's your dress size would have been an odd one for men.
But he always because if you're overweight, that's it. Like I
saw he asked the guy that too, and the guy was like, well.
Oh yeah, like no, the weight thing is like for everybody.
Roughly 300 pounds.
Yeah, forget about it. He's about to roast the living, not roast you, but he's about to like, yo, fam, like.
But when he hits up, because I feel like that's confirmation bias, right? Like, who does he get? Does he get people that are like...
He gets people that are willing come to him.
People come to him.
Yes.
So it's already, they're struggling, right?
No, it's real.
And so he's asking them for certain things, right?
They're asking for a service. They're paying him most of the times.
Yeah, those guys are getting ripped the fuck off.
You think Kevin Samuels...
You think I know any idiot down the block can tell you that shit? Oh, it's because you're broke and you're fat. No shit. Who the fuck? I mean, do you need to pay someone for them to tell you that shit?
No, I know. I feel like that is some easy shit to do.
These are desperate people, and he just shits on them, and that's what I see. Right, that's for the most part. It doesn't mean he's wrong. I think he's right about a lot of the shit he says.
You don't think he's waking some people the fuck up though?
He might be. I don't think what he's providing is anything new. He's not saying anything that hasn't been like, none of the shit he's saying is shit that's like uniquely information that he possessed.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is? I feel like he was, I think he's been an image consultant or whatever, but the thing is that he's doing it on like a platform like YouTube. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely, I feel like it's a new thing in the sense of like, we've probably never had an image consultant just be on live stream, just telling all these fucking people off. Or like, and he does it sometimes in a cloudy way, like in a very like trying to get clout way, like the way he's like kind of being a little too harsh. Maybe it might be clickbaitish, but there's some truth to everything he's saying though.
I mean, I would not pay someone money to just shit on me for no reason. I mean, that was not, I mean, see, you don't need that.
The thing is though, like, obviously, you've seen clips where, like, a lot of them do pay, but some of them are just, like, random guests, too.
An image consultant. Look, I don't know what the guy does beyond that. Like I said, I watched the 30-minute clip, right?
That's what he does, bro. He has a business, so that's what he does. He's like a 45-year-old man.
What I'm judging is what I saw.
Well, yeah.
Right.
I've seen his live streams, and he's just talking to people and this and that. That's literally what he does, bro.
Let's go on to the next quote. Because I don't want to get bogged down on just this first one. This is the first one. There's more to come here.
Perfect.
This is the second one, right? By the way, I want to get actually before we go on to the next one. We didn't even address the first one. Shit. It says men don't care about fair, or else we wouldn't conquer other people. You think that men don't care about what's fair?
Definitely not. And I'm gonna tell you why right now. If we did, we'd be fucking crying, being depressed. You think women are fair? You think life is fair?
No,
well,
I don't think life is fair.
Well, women aren't fair either.
But I just he didn't say women or men aren't fair. He said they don't care about fair. That's two different things.
Okay, so they don't care about being fair.
Men don't care about what's fair, or else they wouldn't conquer other people. That's where it's coming from.
If that was the case, guys want a girl that's attractive. I'm assuming, right? We all want a chick that's fucking hot, smoking hot.
Yeah.
Right. If I guess being fair in that sense would be just simming down to just a regular girl that might not look the best, but like.
You mean what's fair is for you to suck more? If you're like really up there, that would be fair for you to suck more.
Wait, what? You throw me off.
See, because this is like fair. What is fair, right?
That could be
fair is equality.
I mean, it could be subjective.
Fair is equality, because I think he made a distinction there as well. Like, to have an equal opportunity, right? Like, men don't care about fair. Like, did Martin Luther King not care about like fair, like racial fairness?
Okay.
And is Martin Luther King not a man?
Okay.
Because I think people would be hard pressed to say that Martin Luther King wasn't a man. That was one of the manliest motherfuckers of all time.
I think you're taking it out of context. I think he meant it completely different.
No, he actually mentioned Martin Luther King in there.
Oh, he did. Oh, so you need to give me more of this context.
But he didn't say that he wasn't a man. I don't want to take that out of context, right?
I doubt.
But I'm just judging the quote. This isn't even about him anymore. This is just the quote.
No, yeah. Forget Kevin Samuels. Let's just talk about the quote. Like, what do you get out of it then? Clearly you don't agree with it.
Of course I don't agree with it. I think it's if you say men generally, then you're saying in some sense that men don't care about something. I just don't. No, that's not true at all. Like, there's no evidence that men don't care about what's fair. People, for the most part, want what is fair. They get pissed off when they see shit that isn't fair. That's human nature. That's even in animals, in experiments that you see in animals. So that's bullshit. I disagree with that.
the quote that you have, like, it needs more context though.
What's missing?
Did you see what else what he said in the clip?
I watched the entire thing. Yeah.
What else did he say though? We need this.
Let's get to the next one.
Okay.
So we can see.
Okay.
So the second quote, it says, fairness means you get an opportunity. It doesn't mean you get an outcome.
Fairness means you
get an opportunity. It doesn't mean you get an outcome.
I completely agree with that.
Right.
Completely agree with it.
Okay. Well, yeah, I agree with that too.
I mean, it's pretty.
I don't think equal outcomes are fair unless there's equal work. Right?
There you go.
Like, if I give you the same shot as someone else and you don't take it, you shouldn't get the same reward as that someone else who did.
Exactly.
I
believe that one's a little easy. But yeah, it's kind of like.
Well, the issue is the context, because it was like
that's what I'm saying. Most of his shit is related to dating.
The context in this case had to do with like the feminist woman that he was talking to, who was talking about equality between like men and women.
Okay.
Right. And since she was talking about that, he brought this up as a way to sort of say, like, listen, men are really competitive. This is how men work. They earn this because they created this and they did A, B, C, and D.
Let me back up off that right there. Men, I think he had said 1,000,000 times that men create their value. Women don't. As soon as women are born, they have value. While men, we have to work for value. We have to work out to look good. We have to work out.
I've heard him say that, but what's the basis for it?
I was about to explain, like, bro, a woman that's hot, that's it. That she has value already. She's a woman. Like, we want women. That we're hunters, right? In the jungle, we're the ones to get women. We hunt for them. While
what if she's ugly?
She still has value though. She has a vagina.
So?
I think that's his whole point though. That's what I mean.
Because they're gonna want to rape her. Is that's the value?
No, man. What do you mean?
What are you talking about? I don't understand what you mean. What do you?
I don't understand. What are you trying to rebuttal though? I don't get it.
I'm trying to understand what you mean. What do you mean when you talk about like fairness means you get an opportunity? It doesn't mean you get an outcome. That's what we were talking about.
I thought we were going.
And we were going about the context, and the context was him discussing with a feminist, and you.
No, I was just going off back to what you said, because you said the feminists I don't even remember what you said, but I was just going piggybacking off it.
But I remember what you said right now, and I remember him saying it, that like men earn their value, women are born inherently having value, that they have inherent value.
Yeah, as soon as they're born.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know what he meant by that, because I didn't pay attention after that shit. I was like, all right, this is...
Well, I haven't seen 80 million videos about that.
I haven't either. But do you agree with the statement, though? You know, forget him.
Okay.
This is the statement.
Fairness.
Right? It means you get the opportunity. It doesn't mean you get the outcome.
Doesn't mean you get the outcome.
Right.
I mean, think of it like this.
You get the chance to compete in a race. You don't get first place. Hey, no one can get first place for you. You got to earn that. You gotta be
the fastest.
I'm with you.
I mean, that's what I just told you, though. It's kind of broad. It's too easy.
I'm with you on that.
That one's too easy.
But that's what it says. So I'm okay with that.
Okay. Right? Let's get it.
So third one says, and this is, I wrote the context, it says to women in general.
Okay.
It says, we don't need you. You need us. Okay?
Okay.
How you feel about that, Mike?
We don't need you. You need us. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want to go on some real rabbit hole shit, like we have penises, we're the reason for reproduction.
He said it in the context of survival as well. So he's trying to get like biological with this and say.
I mean, I've seen a couple of his videos. He's probably referring to like in situations like just in survival, like you said, like let's say a man, you and your wife is sleeping in a house and a fucking 2 burglars come in. Let's say she was alone. What would she have done there? But if she has a man there by her side, there to protect her, I think that's what he kind of means, like in a sense like that. But
I think he's completely, like if he's going down biology, he's wrong, 100%.
I mean, that's what he says.
100%.
You don't think women need...
Oh, it's not even a matter of like thought. Like this is like, it's just objectively untrue.
Okay.
Right? Because one of the issues that people had, like now there's overpopulation, but for a long time, people when they were hunter-gatherers, they really feared dying off. Like there wouldn't be enough for the next generation. They wouldn't be able to take care of the old.
Okay.
We wouldn't have enough, right?
Okay.
And women were the ones who had to take care of that, right? That would be impossible if it was just men. There had to be a way to have hunter-gatherers, right? There had to be a way to create some sort
but we're the ones that provide the food and put the roof on top of you. I mean...
But you don't promote the next generation. You don't take care of them. You understand? You don't make sure that they live. Right?
I mean, of course. I'm not saying... I don't think he's exactly saying that we don't need women, though.
Well, no, that's exactly what he means. He said that in that context. Like that
was the quote? He said, we don't need women?
He said, we don't need you. You need us. And this is about... He says that about women in general. This is just what he's saying, right? Yeah.
But like I keep telling you, I feel like you're trying to
Listen, man, I think that's bullshit. He's wrong objectively.
You're trying to make it into a more broad context.
No, I'm not. I'm taking it in his context. That's how he said it. That's how
he's
he
an
meant
image consultant. It refrains to dating. That's it.
It refers to how he says it. That's not what he said. You're taking it out of his context.
Okay. I haven't seen the videos specifically, so...
Right? So okay. Next one. We're halfway there, man. This is getting intense here. This is getting real.
Let's go.
All right, this is number 4. It says, I deal with the unfairness and overcome it because I'm a man and I can deal with it. Right?
Okay.
And maybe if we want to just add like some sort of like semi-context here, he was talking about like life's unfair, life's a bitch. But I don't go bitch, moan, and complain about it. I handle my business. I deal with the unfairness.
So I think, like I said, I've seen a couple of his videos. He usually says that because there's people out there complaining, like let's say, for example, a low-value man or a low-value woman complaining to him, calling him, telling... The mic just almost dropped. Telling him that they deserve a high value man while they're not on the same frequency, same level. So I think that's how he might have meant it.
Which quote are you talking about?
The one you just said.
The one I just said right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
just generally.
It might be, but I remember when I did hear it though, just to give you, because it's pretty unfair. I mean, I heard the thing that I'm talking to you about.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen this clip, so.
So basically, when he's talking, he was talking to a straight up feminist, right?
Gotcha.
And this chick was like talking about how we shouldn't have to accept that it's unfair that men are somehow I don't know, that women are treated unequal to men or some shit. And
then his rebuttal would be, we're not equal.
Well, it's what he said here, right? Like the quote that we were talking about right now. I deal with the unfairness. I overcome it, right? Because I'm a man and I can deal with it, right?
Okay.
And he's saying like, I don't bitch and I don't moan about it. I just handle it, right?
Sounds stand up to me.
I agree 100% with that. You got it. You can't look. No one's life is fair.
Nobody.
No one's life is fair, right?
Do men go through it harder? Is that what he kind of implying?
I don't think that's an objective question.
Yeah, it is. It isn't.
It's
That's
like,
why I wasn't even gonna say that.
There's different difficulties.
Everybody has different lives.
Like men in a divorce, like it's brutal. Like the chick is like, you got to give her this amount of money, and she's gonna get the kids, and you're gonna pay for the house she's gonna fuck another dude in, right?
Hey man,
that's how a lot of men are treated in the justice system, right?
Talk about it. Pot about it.
Men are more likely to be arrested and serve longer prison sentences than women for the same crime. That's pretty fucked up shit.
It's the truth, though.
But there's other shit where women have it much rougher. Women are more likely to
That's not objective though. So
what?
Like the whole like everybody has different lives, so it's like.
Well, but this is about like on average who has it rougher, right?
I mean,
on average, men versus women.
Just an average person, the average male.
On average, like statistically, for which sex is this more likely to occur?
I mean, on the crime shit, like you were saying, that's 100% true for sure.
Right.
We don't even gotta fucking read that. Like we just know that a girl does a fucking home invasion versus a guy.
There's a lot less sympathy for men in terms of
things
like that.
Just in life. Period.
In life in general, yeah, that's true.
But whatever.
But I do agree with him. I mean, like, listen, bitching and moaning about
it's not gonna
the hand
help.
you get dealt with in life, it's never gonna get you anywhere. You're not gonna solve anything.
Just keep going.
You know, unless you're an activist, right? If you're doing it the way Martin Luther King was doing it, then you're not just bitching and moaning, you're actually taking action, so that doesn't count as just bitching and moaning. So
I mean, Martin Luther King had balls, dude. Like people would hit him and fight him.
Of steel.
People would fucking hit him, fight him, and he wouldn't even fight back. Was he a pacifist?
My dude, yes.
Damn. Props to him, dude.
This is a man saying they're gonna kill me, but I'm going in there without a gun and I'm gonna make this work.
Yo, I don't have no patience. I would have not been able to be Martin Luther King. Like.
I think it's
props to that man. R.I.P.
Very, very rare that there's someone like Martin Luther King. So that's
rest in peace.
Let's just put it like that. On the fifth one, so we agree with this number 4 statement. Generally, we're on the same page here. We got some common ground. Let's go on to number 5.
Okay.
So number 5 says, you don't hear men complaining about. Did I actually not finish this fucking quote? I actually forget to write the rest of it.
Oh God.
I think
what happened?
It had to do with like you don't hear men complaining about.
Next quote, man.
Yeah, that doesn't fuck it.
Fuck it, you don't even finish it.
The issue is that men are not the ones complaining about the state of relationships and dating as much as women are. Is that true?
100%. Most of his guests are girls. I mean, if you want to just be on some stat shit.
Also, then that's not a fair.
I mean, just based off that, I don't know because
off that,
I wouldn't know though. I don't fucking talk to a million people every day and see how they are.
Yeah, that's a hard one to know the truth.
But a lot of women are his guests, so.
Yeah, they are his guests, but
I've seen dude ones actually that are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that must be. He must rip those motherfuckers apart.
He is harsh on guys. Yeah, but
why are you paying this guy money? What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Literally.
You deserve it, honestly.
They deserve it though. That's why I feel like he's actually helping. Like some people.
No, I don't think he is, but I think they deserve it.
Some people need to wake the fuck up, man.
But
was that the last quote?
All right, so you agree with that one?
Yeah.
I'm just leaving it as whatever. Who gives a fuck at this point? I mean, I think we're done with this fucking list. All right. Kevin Samuels. We've been talking about the quotes, not the man, because I don't know the man. I saw a 30-minute clip and I talked a lot of shit on a podcast about it.
Hey, man. Shout out to Kevin Samuels.
Oh, shit.
He's pretty cool.
So anyways, look.
I'm looking.
On the one hand, yeah, it's true. Look, there's a bunch of dudes who do go bitching and moaning to each other. This is a real fucking thing. Because I saw this on the news when it got real popular. That I found out that there are dudes Is it 6? I don't know. Now it used to be this website called 4chan, right?
Oh God.
And this is what these guys do. No, I swear to God, this is what these guys do.
Okay.
These guys have convinced themselves that it is like impossible for them to get laid. Like that it will not, like the laws of physics forbid it. If a pussy came near to them, like it would magnetically repel against their dick or some shit.
What are they called again? Right? Say the word. Are they incest or some shit? What are they called?
I think you're thinking about incel.
Oh, incel.
Involuntary celibate, right? Not incel, to be confused with like the Buddhist monks who were voluntarily celibate.
No. I know. I've heard the word before. That's why I said it. Incel, right? That's what it is?
That's used a lot.
Is that like an extreme virgin? That's what it means?
I mean, it should be, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a virgin. It could be somebody that got laid once, like your uncle paid for that hooker on your 21st birthday.
And that's it?
With a bottle of rum. You couldn't get it up. You cried. She comforted you, and then you went home.
What's up with the 4chan guys, though?
The 4chan guys have convinced themselves that they can't get laid, that they're not going to be able to get chicks in life because they're part of the bottom, like, 10% of dudes or whatever, of the 10 worst quality dudes. And so, like, their quality is decided, so they can't get themselves up, right, to, like, good enough to be able to get chicks. And they think that there's, like, a million, like, 90% of chicks are, like, fucking 1% of dudes, like Jeff Bezos or some shit.
Yeah, like, if
it's, like, conspiracy theories about dating, though, to be honest with you. Because, like, these dudes, listen, I think these dudes are just, like, a bunch of them got, like, real mental health issues. They don't really leave the house very much.
That's definitely what it is.
And that's a lot of the issue that we got in this generation. It's a tech-induced epidemic, right? Because this is not some shit that people used to do before. Like back then, what are you gonna do? Stare at a fucking wall? Well, now you stare at a fucking box.
A phone, yeah.
Right? So that's how people live now, you know?
Dude, I feel like...
Have you seen in Japan what they do?
What?
It's worse in Japan.
What do they do?
There's dudes that haven't left the fucking house in 10 years in Japan.
Why, though?
Because it's a mental illness thing, man. They got like this... They got like a DS, for example, right? The Nintendo DS.
Uh-huh.
They got this game on the DS where some of them stay home and they like designed cartoon women.
Like hentai? Porn?
Like that type of stuff, right? I don't know. Like it's just a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking a decade. Like 10 years and not leaving the house and shit. It's like a serious level of...
That's some serious depression.
No, I could not. I would no. It's impossible.
To not leave your crib.
First of all, you got to take some vitamin D.
No.
If you're doing that, you got to get on a treadmill. You got to, meditate. You got to pimp slap yourself. You got to do something.
First of all,
okay,
I can't stay at the crib for one day
without leaving at all.
I mean, I've done it millions of times, but like that shit drives me insane.
But it'll leave you at the end of the day like, dude, I gotta get out of here.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Or at least the next day, like tomorrow, I'm not gonna do this again.
I'm not staying home at all.
No,
it's sickening, bro.
I get what you mean.